Moose? What are you doing? Huh? Moose? No, leave it. Leave it. All right, we just got to camp. We have a great view, background. Sun should come down right there. Bit of rain going on today, so maybe we'll get a nice pretty sunset with a bunch of clouds in the background. It has sprinkled here a little bit, and I'm hoping that's as bad as it gets, because I'm not super prepped for rain here. I mean, the tent's fine, but this tree is all I got for shelter as far as when I'm cooking. So we'll get all that set up now. A little breezy here today, but it feels pretty good. It's about 70, 75 degrees if I have to guess. We're at about 9,000 feet of elevation here. Second nature of business. Find something to drink. Cheers. Whatever that noise is, I sure hope it's a bird. Looks like a bird. For dinner tonight, filet mignon with green beans and pasta and pesto. Give Moose some dinner here. On his menu, he gets a giant supplement because you're getting a little old. Fiber supplement, or the, and 1 scoop of food. Bon appetit. Not gonna make a whole lot. It's just me and the dog, so. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Butter knife down. Butter knife 2. Guys, these knives suck. Maybe a sawing motion will treat me a little better. Just trying to get some butter in my green beans, man. It's like they're very flexible in a bad way. Dog is wandering in a good way, though. Okay. Don't want a whole lot, but I am trying to eat a bit, so why not? Okay, that is done. Pasta is on the way. Now this should be about 11 minutes or so. Moose is eating, which is nice. 11-minute timer. That's going, and you get the steak going. Avocado oil. Luckily, we have just enough. Get this steak seasoned up. And I'm looking forward to the sunset and to starting a fire here. Should be a freaking beautiful night. And all we're doing on the steak is salt and pepper. Should be plenty. Season every side, of course. And we'll get that avocado oil nice and hot. Avocado oil has a high smoking point, so it's great for steaks or chicken or to sear any meat or whatever you want to sear. It's great for. It doesn't start to burn at those higher temps, so you can get a nice sear going with all of that. I bet Moose cannot just wait to have some of this steak. He doesn't know it's coming though. All right, oil is nice and hot. It is just starting to smoke, so we should have an awesome sear. I might have a little too much oil on here, but I mean, come on guys. Look at this steak. Look at this beauty. Oh yeah. Pretty good, huh? Whoa. All right, all right. So looking this way, I cannot believe this is Arizona. It hurts my head a little bit to think that the desert, hot climate state has something like this. And guys, it's August 4th right now, and it's beautiful weather right now. In fact, I put pants on because I started getting cold. So it is amazing weather right now. I have no complaints about coming up here, and I hope I can take my friends and family out here to explore, and you guys should do the same. The steak is coming along nicely. I think it is gonna take a little bit longer than I had hoped to cook, but that's all right. So one thing I'm slightly worried about, specifically with the dog, are mountain lions and bears. They're black bears here in mountain lions. I'm not worried too much about the bears. They seem to be pretty shy and haven't really read a whole lot about bears interacting with people in a bad way, but the mountain lion thing, I mean, they hunt you. Mountain lions kind of stalk you and hunt you. They don't make any noise for the most part. It's kind of unnerving. So I'm making sure I'm not, I'm in a pretty open area here, so I kind of doubt they're around here, but you never know. So I've been keeping Moose on a quote tight leash for him to stay sticking around. And this steak, oh my goodness, this steak is coming out fantastic. I'm going for medium on the steak, like a nice pink center. I don't like them super rare. Maybe like a prime rib, but filet mignon, could go either way. I think it is almost done. This is almost done. And surprisingly, green beans still have some heat in them. So I'm gonna get a plate. And I should be looking, all right, plate acquired. I'm gonna go ahead and throw away this knife that I broke and the little piece of plastic that just fell. Remember, you don't want to litter here. If just the reason that we still have dispersed camping like this. Like, you can camp where I am 300 feet from the road legally, and I'm probably, I don't know, 100 feet from the road, if that. But there's so much dispersed camping out here, and the problem is the more people that abuse any system like that leads to a higher chance of the government shutting it down when people aren't treating it right. Oh my goodness. This steak is just looking incredible. It smells delicious. Wind's starting to pick up. Pesto's smelling good though. I'm just gonna get just a touch more. And put this away, get the steak flipped for 30 seconds and pull it off. Should be good to go then. In fact, this is probably approaching where I want it, so I'm just gonna take it off now. Yep. Got Moose playing with his ball, just finishing up some of the dishes here. And probably play fetch with Moose and then make a fire. You know, it's 6:20 right now. I got maybe an hour is left of daylight. And I feel like I have too much time on my hands. I don't know what to do. It's kind of weird when you're solo camping because there's nobody to socialize with. You're just alone in your own thoughts and whatnot. But I do have the dog here with me, which is nice. I've solo camped alone a few times, you know, just me, no animal, and I don't think I really care for that. It is fun to bring friends out into nature though. Easy there, son. All right, getting pretty late in the night right now. I got the Devos lights on. Tent's all set up. Fire's just about burned out, but I'm running the Land Rover to charge the EcoFlow battery right now. Just for a couple minutes so the fridge can run overnight. And just a little worried about animals, so I got Moose in the truck right now. Hi, bud. We'll go to bed soon in the tent, okay? But we're just wrapping things up here. I'm gonna take a few, turn these lights off and take a few photos and see if we can catch the stars. Some rearranging around here. Gonna cook breakfast kind of just next to the Land Rover tailgate. I don't really feel like moving the EcoFlow in the fridge out right now. And I had everything put away for night just so there's no food out for any stray animals. But gonna do some eggs and sausage. And oddly enough, last night all the weird animal sounds stopped. Thankfully. So I slept okay. It took me a while to fall asleep, but that's not unusual. What you crying about? Where's your ball? Huh? Where's your ball? I don't have your ball. I don't know where it is. Chicken apple sausage. And, pro tip, scramble your eggs at home. If that's what you want. Put them in a mason jar. Super easy to carry. So. Moose. All right. All right. There you have it. Arizona is home to the largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest in North America. These ponderosa pines can reach heights of 60 to 100 feet, with some of the largest trees growing to 130 feet or more. And these are long-lived trees. Ponderosa pines can live for hundreds of years, with their growth continuing for decades before eventually slowing down. In 2011, two men who were camping in the White Mountains accidentally started what would become the largest wildfire in Arizona's recorded history, the Wildfire. It eventually burned more than 538,000 acres across eastern Arizona and into New Mexico, devastating huge sections of the forest. And the fire grew incredibly fast. On June 7th alone, the Wildfire burned nearly 78,000 acres in a single day. High winds and extremely dry conditions drove the fire through the forest, while burning embers were carried miles ahead of the main fire. The fire became so intense that it generated its own weather, producing massive pyrocumulus clouds. These clouds can develop into pyrocumulonimbus thunderstorms, which can produce intense winds and even lightning, potentially creating even more extreme fire behavior. Today, more than a decade later, the forest is recovering, but some sections still look scarred, exactly as they did after the fire. This forest took decades to centuries to grow, and the Wildfire destroyed enormous sections of it in just weeks. So I'm in the midst of finding a camp spot for our second night, and I'm standing in front of a bunch of charred ponderosa pines. Now, a little further down the road, this area clearly experienced a huge fire. I believe it was in 2011, I'm not 100% sure on that, but everything is kind of charred to a crisp. There's a bunch of huge patches of trees that are just completely non-existent. And then you have stuff like this where the bottoms are all charred, but the trees have done okay. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on here. This isn't quite what I'm looking for. I don't really want to camp near any damaged trees in case they fall down on me and kill me. But we'll keep looking for campsites and see what we can find. There's a whole different area of this trail that I kind of want to check out, right on the border of Arizona and New Mexico. So we might head there. It just depends. So we'll continue on though. All right, you don't get this much in Arizona, but this is kind of my favorite type of road. You have the ponderosa pines off on one side, wide open meadow. So we're on the way to campsite night number 2. I don't have a spot picked out, but I kind of have an area in mind, and I'm looking to possibly venture into New Mexico today. It's not super far from where I am right now, and we'll go from there. And most of the roads that I've been on have been just these very well maintained Forest Service roads, so no issues covering a lot of distance. I mean, pretty easy to be just cruising around here. And Moose is doing well on the back right now. He's been laying down for a while. Usually, right, bud? Usually once he gets a little tired, he kind of just sleeps in the car all day. He's starting to get a little older too, but anyways, that's all right now. So I'm on the way to night number 2 campsite, and I found this abandoned cabin on the way. I am on public land, so as far as I'm aware, I'm not trespassing or anything, and I'm not quite sure what this building used to be. But it has clearly seen better days. Roof is falling apart, and classic broken beer bottle glass on the ground, which is unfortunate. But yeah, stairs that I will not dare go up to the loft with God knows what is up there. And that's about it. What do you think, Moose? All right, we made it to New Mexico, and I got 2 things. I don't really care for this area. I can get a lot of this back at home, and the sky's getting quite dark, and I don't necessarily want to get dumped on by the rain or a monsoon, so I think I'm gonna head back somewhere else and find something different. I crossed 2 different spots, 2 different roads that look like they'd be pretty cool to camp at. So I'm gonna go head back there. It's still pretty early in the day, but I kind of did burn 2 hours of our time. Well, I will burn 2 hours of our time. It took about an hour to get here. And Moose is doing well, but it's clear he's ready to get out of the Land Rover. And I don't know if you heard that, but I just heard thunder. And that's, like I was saying, I don't want to deal with thunder and lightning or heavy rain. So I'm gonna head back to where the weather is good. Should take probably an hour, so not the worst thing in the world. It's currently 2 o'clock, so we'll see you there. So, funny enough, after I spun around, this started building where I'm backtracking my steps. Backtracking my driving? Either way. The weather all around has gone to crap. So, yeah. Best case, by the time I get to a spot where I was, it dies down. Worst case, it doesn't, and there's a bunch of lightning, and I just go home or something. Middle of the road, just light rain. So, we'll keep on trucking here. I mean, even the cows are taking shelter at this point. So, yeah. Definitely. Oh, they're very cute though. It's not worth trying to camp if the weather's trying to kill you. And I did see a lightning strike. I did see a lightning strike ahead, so kind of not down for this at the moment. Check out how much the temperature has dropped. 58 degrees. So I have a decision to make. I can either go east towards the Ponderosa Pines and kind of meadowy fields, or where I'd rather go is out west to these rolling hills. However, the weather out here, out to the west, looks a little more dark, and it's looking a little better here, so I'm gonna head out this direction, and I'll check these hills out tomorrow morning before I go back home. Moose is also getting impatient with me. He wants to leave, so, right, bud? You wanna run around? So, we'll get back at it. All right, tonight for dinner, we'll do chicken breast, yellow potatoes, and broccoli. Yet again, I'm gonna end up using 3 pans, but that's okay. You know, butter's starting to sizzle, so we'll add the broccoli. Not getting too much, but whatever. Okay, it's thundered. Not good. Not good, chat. Really not overcrowd this pan, but you know, this is what it is. Alright, so we're getting rained on. This is bad timing. So I'm gonna scooch this table that way, behind the, kind of under behind-ish, the tailgate of the Land Rover, and hope it stays dry. I don't really have a choice otherwise. Not ideal at all. Thinking this tree's helping me out a little bit though. So. All right, that is something, and that's all I can say. We'll catch you on the flip side. I think this piece and this piece down here have been dead for a while because they're pretty light. So hopefully we'll be able to get those going today. Same goes for this one, pretty light. Want this fire to be the the one and done. Especially since it has been raining today and some of this stuff might be a little damp. Although this stuff is very dry, which is excellent. Oh, you want a stick? Here, stick. You want the big stick? How about this stick? Yeah, go get it. Go. No, you don't want it? Okay. The ball. The old switcheroo. Yeah, why not? Can't help myself. Go big or go home. Alright, I just finished flying the drone. Sun is pretty much down. It's 7:30 right now. Got a smoky fire going. And all the wind died down. The rain stopped. It got super quiet. And I just heard a pack of wolves howling. So, we're not out here alone. It's crazy, you could hear a pin drop. Actually, it just started to rain again. That's what we're hearing. Well, that's kind of a bummer, but if this rain continues, I'll probably go to bed soon, but it's still pretty early. So I'll get the Devos lights going in a few minutes and add a few more logs to this fire. Then we'll be off to bed. Good morning. It is way too early, but got the dog packed up. Sight's all good. Sun is just starting to rise, and I'm all packed up and ready to go. It's about a 4-hour drive back home, so figured I'd get an early start. I also can't sleep to save my life when I camp, which is actually why I'm awake. I don't really care what time I get home at, but might fly the drone a little bit, might not. And thanks for watching.